Hi there. So, the question that I want to ask with you today is why is it sometimes so hard in heterosexual relationships to talk about having an equal partnership? And I think that, just for starters, we should feel connected and safe enough to talk about anything with the person that we're sharing our lives with, person or persons that we're sharing our lives with. There should be a feeling that we can, you know, speak freely, obviously with consideration and kindness, um, but to feel that you are really scared to talk about parity, reciprocity, mutuality, the shared labor in the relationship, and that seems like a difficult topic. I think we should maybe explore a little bit why that might be. So one reason could be that somebody is really conflict averse. It's just scary to bring up anything. And if this is the case, I would uh, reframe it a little bit and think about the idea of good conflict, that having disagreements, as long as uh, there's no below the belt behaviors, no one up, go, you know, power moves going on, that's actually really okay and a sign of relationship health. So if you are really conflict averse, then I would just try moving slowly into bringing up uncomfortable topics and give yourself a pat in the back, because when you bring in issues into the relationship, that is emotional labor. You are contributing. Now, if you're doing it constantly and nitpicking over everything, no. But if you are being selective, thoughtful, and bringing up issues to your partner, really a healthy response would be thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. You've been a really good problem finder. You've uncovered something that I think we work on would really help our relationship be better. So that's one possibility. The other possibility is that you have brought up issues and you've had a really negative response. You've experienced, either sort of a dismissiveness, like that's not important to me. Why should I care about that? Just because you care about that. Minimizing the importance of it, like that's not such a big deal. I don't know why you're raising it with me. You might have had a verbally aggressive response. You might have somebody who then initiates attacking and blaming you when you bring something up. So if that's been a pattern, then you probably are kind of right to think, if I bring this up, it's really going to be an issue, because essentially you're in a relationship with somebody who doesn't view your needs as important as theirs. They are operating from a competitive adversarial position, not a collaborative mutual position. So that will make the conversation harder, and you probably want to prepare really well to have that conversation. Does it mean you should just silence yourself and not speak up? Well, that depends. If there is a real fear of violence, retaliation, if you think by bringing something up, the other person's really going to make your life miserable, then that might be, a time to reflect on whether the relationship is for you. That doesn't sound like a person that's even remotely interested in a real equal partnership. So, asking yourself, am I silencing myself because I don't want to have the painful experience of my needs, wants, and desires being minimized or dismissed? Identifying that as one possibility. Another possibility, if I'm going to be blamed or attacked if I bring this issue up. Um, or, I am going to basically be faced with or confronted with reality that I have a partner that doesn't have the same value system that I do. I've been operating from, we should have an equal relationship. We should be able to communicate openly. we should be able to have shared responsibility for the work and care of our relationship and our family. Um, you might also have a partner who pays lip service to that and genuinely doesn't want an equal relationship, but also wants to get credit for being in an equal relationship. And that is super, super common. I would get a little prepared. I would maybe read some feminist Substacks online. I can recommend Kate Mann. I love Virginia Soul Smith. I would kind of be thoughtful about the situation. And then maybe the first conversation is, I've noticed that I am silencing myself and I am not feeling safe or free to let you know what I want or need or what I'm concerned about. I think we should talk about that. I think that would be a really good place to start.